Chances are, if you're at all into computer gaming, you've probably played a game made in the Source engine. It's been used to power numerous different games and mods since its public release 18 years ago. For almost 2 decades now, anyone with free time on their hands could pick up the Hammer editor and create their own games, mods, maps, and really so much more. In fact, some of the most famous games and mods made for the Source engine were just done by a small team of people, and in a lot of cases, just one person. However, this video is not about those famous games and mods. In fact, this mod is actually regarded to be one of the worst ever made. So how bad could it really be? And the server crashed. Well, it's not the best mod ever made. But what I can say is that this one was the first. This is JBmod.
To stop a gay Ben, take control and press the gay Ben. Gay Ben, gay Ben, gay Ben, gay Ben.
On December 1st, 2004, shortly after the Source engine was released to the public, JBmod would pop up on the forums of Half-Life 2 World, making it the first mod ever released. The creator of the mod was a user named Jackbox55, or JB55, and he named the mod after himself. Go figure. JBmod was originally created just as a way to mess around with the physics in the Source engine. JBmod would also re-implement a cut weapon from Half-Life 2 called the Fizz Gun, which allowed players to move around objects as they pleased. After uploading the mod, JB received overwhelmingly positive support from members of the HL2 World forum. He would then go on to make version 0.1 to 0.5 before leaving the project altogether and passing it on to members of the forum. Now that's all well and good, but you might have noticed something about JBmod. It looks pretty familiar. Huh. Garry's Mod is the most popular mod for the Source engine. As of December of 2020, the game has grossed over $120 million, and it has sold 18 million copies, and regularly is one of the most played games on Steam at any given time. And its first public release was December 24th, 2004. Garry's Mod was also a mod that re-implemented the physics gun, and was also a sandbox game made using the Source engine. So yeah, these two games were actually almost identical at one point in development. However, Gmod would get more updates as time goes on. People were also aware of this at the time too. It became an inside joke on Half-Life 2 World to talk about how much better JBmod was compared to Gmod. This actually terrified Garry for years to come while he was still working on Gmod, always keeping him on his toes and forcing him to update the game. So, while Gmod released on Steam and would make millions of dollars, what happened to JBmod?
When are you going to release Counter-Strike 2?
After receiving ownership of the mod, the team would immediately announce 0.6, an update with tons of new features, models, and so much more. However, shortly after, people just lost interest. Yeah, they just stopped caring about the mod. Eventually, only 2 people remained, and they didn't do too much. So I want to explain how insane this is, because earlier I went over how Garry was terrified of JBmod. Yeah, it turns out that was all just bullshit. The mod was only worked on for like a week. This is when the mod went in a very new direction.
A man named Garry Newman, who lived in his parents' basement, was upset that he wasn't able to download JBmod from HL2 World. Garry's only programming experience at this point was working on a dating website, where he was fired for sending their clients pictures of his willy. We play JBmod here, Outlander. That's the way it's always been, and that's the way it'll always be. Take your highfalutin city boy mod somewhere else. We're not buying. Boo this man.
And despite a lot of trolling, nothing else really would happen. No updates, nothing. And as time progressed, more and more people forgot about JBmod, and it would languish in obscurity. However, JBmod would finally get a break on August 30th, 2012 when it was put on Steam Greenlight, a forum dedicated to voting on which games get added to Steam. JBmod would upload to Steam Greenlight and it was almost immediately banned. Yeah, it was banned for sexual content. After this, the JBmod YouTube channel would upload one last video, promising 0.6 soon. And silence. JBmod was dead.
Where is JBmod? It's been 10 years since our last video, and the latest update is coming soon. JBmod 0.5 is launching again, this time on Steam. JBmod 0.6 is also under development and will be available in early access later this year. Make sure to like and subscribe to follow the latest JBmod news. P.S. Garry still sucks.
On October 9th, 2022, over 10 years since the last update, this video was uploaded to the JBmod YouTube channel, and an official Steam page for the mod would be created, marking its release on Steam as October 22nd, 2022. Finally, after almost 18 years in development, JBmod was on Steam.
Half-Life 2, Episode 3. After 2,000 years in development,
JBmod
1, 2, 3. Right?
Place in the middle of fucking nowhere, and nobody in here is a normal person, except me. Seriously, everybody is a fucking retard and a freak. I can't believe you want to work here. You really are so side of it.
So, JBmod is on Steam. What now? Well, it has workshop support now, meaning that anyone can add their own content to JBmod. Although in practice, a lot of people are just re-uploading Garry's mod add-ons, funnily enough. The game is actually getting updated too, and I even hear 0.6 is coming out soon.
Welcome to Team Fortress 2.